We continue our conversation about fighting hunger during this coronavirus pandemic, and we are joined now by Monica Clare, the Executive Director of St. Joseph Food Program in Menasha. Monica, thanks so much for joining us this morning. In general,
well, thank you for having me.
What is the general situation in the Fox Cities since this all broke?
Well, right now, we are actually not seeing the huge numbers that people were expecting. But we know that that's going to come. The results of this are going to be far-reaching and long-lasting. So we expect numbers to keep climbing as time goes on, and more people are finding out that their job that they had isn't still there, or whatever the case might be. But in the meantime, we've begun doing a curbside pickup for groceries, as well as to those who are homebound. So service continues as it always has at St. Joe's for those who need food assistance.
Prior to all this, how many people or families were you serving?
We were serving about 600 each week.
But interestingly, you haven't had that big surge that you might have expected. And again, because you say that people still just haven't realized that they may be in dire straits. Are you finding some of your clients needing this kind of support for the first time? They've never been in this situation before?
You know, I haven't been hearing those stories because our interviewers are doing interviews from home. But I know there are some new folks, families. And again, time goes on. What we saw during the recession back in 2008 was that we kept waiting for it, and sudden the numbers started to climb and go up. So people will tend to use their own resources first, and putting out a lot of safety nets as well, with increased food stamps and increased unemployment, et cetera, the stimulus packages. When those things go away, then we're going to start to see what the real need is going forward.
Do you see a situation where some people may not want to go seek help? They may be reluctant because they may feel stigmatized by all of this because they have never needed help before in their lives?
Absolutely. There are always folks who, you know, have never asked for help before. And we get in a situation like this, and we may end up seeing a lot of those people who have never had to depend on a pantry before. And that is hard for people to make that transition into asking, and that's why they tend to go through whatever resources they have of their own first.
Yeah, what do you say to people like that who may be watching right now who are reluctant?
You know, that's why we are here. We are here to help you, those people who need that help. These are circumstances that are unparalleled. We have never in my lifetime seen anything like this before.
What do you need, Monica? What do you need at St. Joe's?
Well, right now we just continue to need the support, financial support. Right now, I believe from a volunteer perspective, we're doing quite well because of the distribution that we're doing. We're actually running with less volunteers so that we can keep everybody safely distanced from each other. Support is always appreciated. I guess that's the big thing.
All right.
You know,
Monica Clare, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Monica Clare, the Executive Director of the St. Joseph Food Program in Menasha. And once again, just like with Craig Robbins at Paul's Pantry in Green Bay, it is a situation where money is most helpful. And there you see the St. Joe's Food Program.org website and their phone number. If you can volunteer your time or money or food, they would love to hear from you. And if you have a newsmaker in your town who you think we should have on this show, let us know about it. You can send us an email at tips@wearegreenbay.com or message us on Facebook. And be sure to join us once again Sunday morning at 7:30. Until then, have a great day.